It's midterm elections week here in the US, and this is a very hot election this time around. And if you want to dig into all the cool stats and facts about how the president that's in power in his party tends to keep or not keep seats in the House and the Senate, then here's a cool article I found on Reuters. I have no affiliation with them. I just think it's a cool article because you scroll down and there's this graphic here, okay? But like, you scroll and down the left it's explaining all the different things to you back like over 100 years. And what I want to look at though is like the market itself right now, the SPY, and just use the technicals, stick to price, time, momentum, my trifecta. If you're new here, that's what I stick with, and look at where we might go in the next couple days or weeks. So before we look at the chart, important reminder that trading and investing can be extremely risky business. Therefore, it's your responsibility to evaluate any information, opinion, advice, or other content contained in this video. All right, guys, so we are going to keep it super simple and head to the SPY monthly chart. Now, I'm Hima Reddy. I use price, time, momentum, like I said, to help boost my trading, that of my trading tribe. And you can see here I have my RSI Power Zones momentum indicator down below. I'm plotting in candlesticks, and I have this funny looking line drawn here. This is a Gann measurement. It's a 50% retracement. And you can see that after retracing or taking back 50% of the gains from the pandemic low up to the January 2022 high, the market is sort of hanging out on a monthly time frame, right? This is alongside holding the bull support power zone. So this is setting the stage for potentially more recovery in the days and weeks ahead, but we want to knock it down to a weekly chart to get a closer look. So I just go to my time frame here on TradeStation, my platform of choice, knock down to a weekly, and then scoot that information over so I can see it. All right, so on the weekly chart, you can see even more nuance to what's been happening. And here's what's very interesting. On the weekly chart, if we go and draw the same thing, a 50% retracement, you can see that after bouncing off a long-term 50% retracement, we rallied to a more medium-term 50% retracement. And then get this, if I scooch in even closer, so just made the bars here wider and taller, look at that. I have not seen anything like this in a long time, where the 50% retracement keeps exerting force, not once, not twice, but a third time. What this is telling me, guys, is that we are getting ready for some sort of pretty strong and likely protracted, meaning like extended move. The direction, though, is yet to be determined. Now, in part, I think that will depend on the results of the election, not so much if, Democrats or Republicans have control. I think it's pretty clear to pundits, to the media, to everyone that Republicans are going to gain seats. The question is the intensity of the so-called red wave. Is it going to be a red tsunami? Okay, that's what we want to see. So now I'm going to take us down to a daily time frame. And again, just setting the politics aside, but knowing that's there as like kind of a light, like a match to the fire. What's brewing in the fire? Like, what are the pieces of wood in the fire? That's what we're looking at with the chart. And you can see here again, yeah, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to calculate a 50% retracement. And we are sitting at it one more time, guys. This is unbelievable. We've got not one, okay? I got to add more history in the chart so you can see. So let's get 10 years of price action on here, okay? Again, I'm going to draw this out for you. We had one level here, 50% retracement on a big monthly chart. Then we had one level here on the weekly. Then we had one level here again in the weekly, and now we have one level here in the daily. So this is all pointing to the market, again, kind of getting ready to do something. It's just not quite there yet. So right now, the tilt, the favor, if you will, is to the upside. It's for a return to the November 1st high, perhaps edging a bit higher. And how far higher it might go from there, I'm going to add in a 75% retracement. Why 75? Because 75 is halfway from 50 to 100. Okay, Gann numbers, when you apply his 8 divisions, they're all about just ratcheting back, ratcheting forward by 50%. So if we climb above the November 1st high, if there's an explosive move to the upside with the election results, with whatever the market participants interpret that to be, then I think we could see a pretty quick run up to the September 12th high, which is near the 75% retracement, okay? Again, I have not added any independent measures here except for a 50% retracement. It's such a powerful tool, guys, all right? And I get into that more in depth in my education, Gann trading patterns, Gann candlesticks, my Gann book. Now, what if the other scenario happens? What if the market falls for whatever reason? Let's say we don't get a push to the upside. Instead, we get a turn to the downside. Where might we go? Well, just like I added 75% on top, I'm going to add 75% in here on the bottom. And I want you to notice something, that if we trade lower beneath the lows from late last week, okay, the Thursday low, 75% here at 358.68 is also awfully close to about the middle of this large green candle. I mean, super close. The numbers are all over each other and the lines are right next to each other. So this gives me a very clear zone of projected levels of support and resistance. And then, guys, you can go in and add actual support and resistance on top of it to fortify it even more. So if we go back to the first conversation about if the market breaks higher, well, check it out. That September 12th high is super close to that 75% retracement, right? And if the market breaks lower, then this low here from October 14th, this red candle right here, that low is super close to this cluster of support. So that's what I'm going to use to navigate what happens. So this gives you the big overview. Again, focusing in on 50% retracement, reinforcing with actual traded levels of what might occur here as these election results unfold. If you want the nuances of the little squiggles and wiggles that are going to happen along the way, you can follow me in the Skinny in the Markets. That's where I put out my ES futures research, E-mini S&P 500 futures research multiple times a week that really helps capture the intraday action that will be feeding into this, whether we surge higher or drop lower. Catch you on the inside.